This place is so intimate. It definitely has Janelle's taste all over. Dark colors and bright contrasting accent pieces in order to draw your eyes to specific places. I think Vixie's office is over there.
Look at you, bartender, early for our meeting. I like you already. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I'm excited to have you here today. I like what I heard the other night, and I think you've definitely got a unique sound that would definitely stand out in today's day and age of music. Have we met before, miss? You seem very familiar to me.
Yes, we met at the Benefit Festival 30 years ago. I'm Jamie, the other singer from Queens of Love. You threw a chair at me and Janelle after our set.
I remember that. I wasn't trying to throw it at you, truth be told. Janelle made a comment about my band being cute, and, well, I didn't exactly have the best patience back then. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine. I've had a lot of things thrown my direction because of things she says to other people. As if you weren't going to do something.
Oh, I know, right? Well, anyways, I'm glad you've made a full recovery after your accident and went on to raise such a strong musician over here. I'm sorry about what happened. I hope the media has been easy on you.
They've been quiet so far. I've had a few where are they now blurbs about me, but nothing too concerning. I'm so honored you think my kid is worthy of an appointment with this record company.
I truly believe that they have a sound unlike any other, and honestly, I shouldn't be surprised that this is your kid. You and Janelle really changed the game for new performers, and I know this kid will easily be enough to stand out from the crowd. Take it from me. I know Unique. There are a few things I need you to do before I sign you. I do need to audition you. Basically, we'll set you up in one of our booths and listen to you perform one of your songs. Since our new CEO took over, she likes to be involved in the audition and selection process. So you'll be performing in front of Janelle. I don't know when the last time it was you spoke with her, Jamie.
I go by Christina these days.
Christina. She's definitely going to want to be there, especially if it's your kid that's involved.
I only came to read the contracts before anything is signed. You understand, don't you?
Of course. We can send you with the exact copy of the contract they're going to be signing so you can have a lawyer review it to give you peace of mind. Trust me, I definitely understand where your anxiety is coming from, and I promise you that I will do what I can to ensure they get the best deal and as much protection as I can give them. But if your kid is going to audition, the boss is going to have to be there.
To be honest, I'd rather not have Janelle and I's first meeting to be during her work. I'd rather meet her for a drink or dinner somewhere.
Completely understandable. Our crew here is reliable and will ensure the safety of your child while they are inside the building. Do you have any access to any of your instrumental tracks, any digital work? I know you've got at least one song you've been working on. Perfect. We'll have our engineer take a look so you can sing over it for your audition. Don't worry, they're not going to change it up. They're just going to make it easier for you to perform with. I'll let Janelle know that you're auditioning today. I think it'll be welcome news for her. Just wait here a few minutes. I'm going to go check in on the studios.
This contract looks pretty standard. Nothing really odd. The payment ratio is really fair for a starting artist. She must really believe in these people to put that much faith into them bringing in the revenue. What is it, sweetheart? You're completely pale. The audition? There's nothing to be nervous about. Take a deep breath. There we go. This isn't any different than you singing for your family or Sam. You'll be great. I just know it. Don't be scared. You'll do your best, and that's all that matters.
All right, we have a booth available, and Janelle is ready to see you whenever you're ready. Feel free to take as much time as you want to warm up your vocals. I want to make sure you're as comfortable as possible. Janelle may be waiting, but you're my audition, and I'm not going to rush you before you're feeling your best.
I'm going to head over to the lawyer's office to have them look this over. You'll be wonderful, sweetheart. I'll see you at home.
The exit is right down the hall and to the left. Come on, kid. Your future awaits. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell Janelle who your mom is. Let them deal with that on their own. I think it'll be a pleasant surprise, considering that you're auditioning on your own merit instead of coming in here and waving her name around. And besides, just let me deal with Janelle. kid, meet Janelle Wintersour, head of Moonlit Records.
Well, well. You are a young one, aren't you? It's a pleasure to meet Vixie's latest find. I'm always excited to see raw talent getting a chance to sparkle. I was listening to your instrumental. It's fascinating. I'm excited because you're going to be my first audition since I started as CEO. I've been dealing with so much paperwork for Santiago's and Angel's tour that I haven't had much of a chance to explore. I can't wait to hear your vocals. Don't be nervous, darling. Remember, it's just an audition like any other.
Head on into the booth, and whenever you're ready, just give us a thumbs up and we'll start playing the song. Are you ready? Good.
Huh. Very interesting. You are a curious find. I'm off to hear another audition for the tour consideration. We'll be in touch soon.
Tour consideration. Hey, that was great, kid. I think we've actually got a good shot at this. Here, listen for yourself. Yeah, it's a copy of the song that you just sang. Take a listen and get ready for your life to change forever.
Hey, boss. Just wanted to pop in before our meeting with Janelle. Well. What could we have here?
Well, hopefully they're going to be the newest member of the Moonlit Records family.
Congrats.
Before everybody starts celebrating, you two still have meetings to deal with. And Janelle mentioned right before she left that she's in another audition for the tour consideration. I think she's thinking of throwing you in as the opener for this tour.
What?
Well, I mean, it makes sense. We're going to need an opener. And she hasn't mentioned anything to me at all about it. I wonder if this other audition is a sign that things are about to go down.
Believe me, Vixie, my darling. They are about to go down. I've just heard a separate audition, and I believe their sound is also perfect for an opening act for our duo.
Separate audition? With who?
Me.
Oh, hey, Mike. You had a successful audition today? That's adorable.
Yes, I did, Vixie. And I think you're going to find that we'll be taking the position of opening act.
Okay, sure, Mike. You really expect me to think that you're going to give us an overnight sensation? The last crew you managed ended up causing a riot.
Well, this singer is everything Janelle has been looking for.
And more.
And who are you?
I'm Dante. I often frequent the karaoke bar, where this kid works at. Oh, shame. You never got the opportunity to hear me sing.
Oh, I don't need to hear you sing to know your type. Janelle, this is ridiculous. It's my duo and their tour.
And we have a duty to continue to expose talent to the world. They would have been considered just like all our other artists who are available to open. The two of you have wonderful auditions, but I'm going to need more than that if you're going to make it at Moonlit. Especially considering I can tell you'll both refuse to work together. This should be interesting. I have a proposition. You both have until the end of the week to submit to me an original song. A song that defines your sound as an artist. The song I like the most will get a signed deal with the company and the opening spot.
This
A
is
week?
a waste of time, Janelle. The tour
That's
starts soon,
insane.
and
How
we
are they
need to
supposed to
prepare
be
the new
prepared to?
Silence. A week is plenty of time. The two of you definitely passed the audition phase of this process. Now it's time to see how badly you want this. I'll see you both here next week with an original song. The best one will be heading out on tour. I'll get the paperwork ready. Vixie, Michael, great finds. Finally, we'll be able to make this company interesting. Until then, Angel and Santiago, come along now. Our tour meetings will go on as planned. Until next week.
Looks like you've got work to do. Later, newbie.
Damn it. So you know this guy. Great. And of course he's a regular at the karaoke bar you work at, which so happens to be owned by my old bassist. Where am I? What's happening?
Anyone knows about writing songs in the crunch, it's him.
I hate to admit it, but you're right. Kid, unless you're confident in your songwriting, you're going to want to ask Louise for help. What do you mean you haven't told him about your audition with me? You really think he wouldn't have noticed? Okay, look, you're going to have to talk to him. Louise is the absolute best at crunch time songs. He's a lyrical genius, but only when there is a deadline pressed against the back of his neck. It's been a while, but I'm sure he'd be happy to help knowing the situation. Santiago, Angel, would you mind heading up to the meeting? I'll catch up with you in a sec.
Just remember that great songs come from experience. You got this.
Thank you, boys. I'll see you soon. Okay, now that they're gone, talk to everyone that you can. Louise, your mom, your partner, your younger brother, anyone and everyone. These people are in your life for a reason and will inspire you more than any one person can. Believe me, the best songs come from personal experience. And you clearly have a lot of beautiful stories to tell. Find whatever speaks to you the most. You're constantly surrounded by talent. Trust me, you'll find inspiration. For now, head home knowing that you're done and that you got another audition with us. The boss even liked you, and you were her first audition. You've had a long day, and you should feel really proud. I'll be in touch in a couple of days to check in. Seriously, let me know if you need anything. What's up with me and Louise? Well, I'm not surprised he hasn't mentioned me at all. Basically, we were a band. I got offered this job. I said yes. The band broke up. We broke up. And I haven't talked to him since. I was the reason the band ended. Of course he resents me. Look, kid, it's complicated. It's adult stuff. You've already got enough to worry about. Go home and get a good night's sleep. Because tomorrow, the real work begins.
What is it, kid? You're more than welcome to ask me anything you'd like. My inspiration for songwriting? Got the bug yourself, huh? Well, I love a challenge. My bandmates hated it, but I always gave them my best work when I was under crunch time. I'm able to focus on a theme or a story that excites me to finish. They all had to get used to the fact that my songs would arrive a day before they were set to record. I guess it just takes a specific mindset for me to find inspiration. Why do you ask? You got an opportunity for Moonlit? That's great to hear! I hope it goes well. It already happened. That's right. Janelle was your mom's signing partner. No wonder she wanted to hear you. She has no idea you're Jamie's kid. You must be talented to get on her good side. Why didn't you mention it to me? Oh, Vixie is the one who signed you, huh? Yeah, that sounds like her. She could always recognize actual talent from the imitators. Why would I be mad at you? It's an amazing opportunity, and the industry has definitely changed since I was in it. Now anyone can have a hit overnight. If you have talent, why not ride that wave and find the passion in your life? Why are you telling me all of this? You ready to hand in your 2 weeks? You need my help writing a song. You have a platinum record, award-winning mother, and you're asking me. You do have a point. Janelle, of all people, would recognize your mother's writing from a mile away. How long do you have? 2 days? And you're only now asking me? Fine, kid. I'll help. You're lucky I like a challenge. Yeah, don't mention it. It's been a while since I've written anything, so I'm a little rusty. After work, we can spend some time coming up with ideas and see if one sticks. Start stocking the bar for tomorrow. When you're all set cleaning, we'll get working. You'll get a song by the end of the week.
Yo, this Angel, let me talk to you. Inspiration, to me, comes from anywhere and everywhere. But more importantly, or currently rather, it's been coming from writing music. For the past few years, that's all I've been about, you know. After being bullied and picked on and everything like that, I figured writing hip-hop music would be a way to find my voice. You know, ever since then, ever since I turned 11, my words became my weapons. And starting getting better and better and better. Even though I had people like my mother tell me that I should give up, that there were several people doing the same thing. And I just looked at her like, you know, you're right about that. But deep down in my heart of hearts, I knew that I couldn't. I mean, there were even times she threw away my songbooks. A couple of them got set on fire. But I knew that as long as I had a pen and paper, I would always keep writing. Because I never gave up. And then soon, I became my own inspiration for everything that I ever wanted to do. Simply because I asked myself one thing. Years from now, don't you wish that you had the stones to say that you did this? The support system that I carry is huge. And they supported me every step of the way. In real time, I write music with no label, no management. It's all me, baby. I can't give up just yet. I'm looking forward to the future. So, like I said, inspiration can come from any angle, any direction, anyone. For me, it's a gift and a curse. But I love it all the same. Because without inspiration, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So let me ask you this. What inspires you?
How's it going, kid? Did you ask Louise for help? You did? Good. I know I'm not his favorite person, but I'm so glad he's agreeing to help. As you can probably tell, he loves a deadline. I'll check back in later. Seriously, let me know if you need anything. So far, I've been talking you up, and it looks like Janelle is really looking at you and Dante for this one. If you can knock this out of the park, you will practically have that contract ready for you. I have faith in Louise, believe it or not. I'm not a total monster. And relax. You've got this. I'll talk to you soon.
Huh? Where do I get my inspiration? How quaint. Let me ask you something, newbie. When was the last time you were told that you would fail? When was the last time someone looked into those bright little puppy dog eyes and told you that you would fail? Tell me, have you ever had to look your own mother in the eyes and stand there while she berates you about how you've wasted your life and how you're chasing a childish fantasy? When was the last time someone gave you a compliment and all you heard was how miserable you were and how you'd never live up to the heroes that inspired you in the first place? Have you ever laid on your bed, unable to sleep, with the only thing keeping your head in order being the music in your ears? No. No, you haven't. You know why? Because the whole time you've been here, your pretty little girlfriend and all your fabulous new friends, my boss, and everyone else in your life has been bigging you up and treating you like the friggin' chosen one. The savior of our pitiful little joint and the heroic foil to the overconfident, evil Dante. Well, enjoy your hero complex, kid. 'Cause newsflash, it ain't that easy for the rest of us. Some of us stand up there night after night after night, waiting for the validation that gnawing dread inside that tells us that we're nothing, that we'll never be anything, is a lie. So yeah, maybe I am just the villain in someone else's story. And maybe the rest of you will move on one day and hate me forever and look back on me as that jerk from the bar. Or maybe I'll leave all of you behind, just like I left everything else that I knew behind to be here. So you'll forgive me if I'm not exactly busting to gravel at your feet. Because I've got a shot here. And I'm not gonna let some goddamn kid take it from me. So yeah, I suppose that's where I get my inspiration.
So, newbie, you want to know about inspiration? Well, what can I say? Inspiration is the spark, that feeling you get when everyone around you feels what you feel, when you make them fall in love with the words that you sing, the music that you play, and the strings that you know how to work. But if I'm being a bit more logical, inspiration is something that you find in every day. The when you wake up, the feeling of the sun on your skin, it can inspire you, make you happy. Just the feeling of someone holding you can give you inspiration, because you know that they're protecting you. Or hearing someone's story, it can inspire you to become even better.
I knew who you were. And I knew your mom, too. She was a legend. She's part of what inspired me. The way she looked so happy, so fulfilled on stage. And I guess you're the other reason. But that's just me. When I met Angel, everything changed. I finally found someone to bounce off of, someone who could make me better, someone I could make better. We became what we are today because we had each other to inspire. If I can't find a chord, you can bet he can make one. If he's having trouble with a melody, I've got his back. And then he wants to change it, make it better, more bouncy, add a little bit of swag. His words, not mine. But honestly, I respect him for it. He's willing to take my criticism, and he's willing to see the work I put in and want to do even better, and vice versa. You need to find who or what inspires you. The feeling you get when you hold someone close. The sound you hear when the crowd goes wild. Or maybe it's something deeper inside. Maybe it's a hunger. The want to create. But it's something you have to find on your own. But in this roundabout way, to answer your question, inspiration is whatever lights a fire under your ass. And when you find it, you never want to let it go. So, when you do find it, hold on to it tight. And you make the best damn music ever. Become something sensational. Alright, newbie. I've got to get back to work. Seems talking to you has inspired me. And I've got a new song that I think would be just perfect. Time to get to work. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
All right, kid. Come on over to my office and have a seat. First things first. What kind of instrument do you play? Guitar? Acoustic or electric? Learning both. Okay, we can work with that. When I think about your life, the woman who raised you, and the people who've come into this bar along the way, I can see a lot of support. You were raised by talent. You're still being molded by it. I see lyrics for a song that has to do with finding your future and the people that keep you grounded. Let's keep working and see what happens. Well, kid, I think that's about all I can muster for the night. I know it might not look like much, but we made a lot of progress tonight. A lyric is better than nothing at all. Now go home and get some sleep. We'll keep at it until we have that song. Don't mention it. I didn't think I'd miss it as much as I do.
Hey kid, just calling to let you know that the audition time is set for 11 a.m. in 2 days, okay? Don't be late. I'll do what I can to make sure your name is the first on my show's billing. Because I know talent and you've got it, kid. How's the songwriting going? Writing about inspiration, huh? Well, I'm skeptical, but I trust you. If Louise has taught me anything during our years together, it's that no matter what the cost, people will always come through when you believe in them. It may take time and a whole lot of patience, but after the dust settles, they're always going to deliver. Yeah, kid, Louise and I may not be on speaking terms currently, but it doesn't mean I don't think he's inspirational. It's why I told you to go to him. He's good at this. And by this, I mean doing things in a way that's so aggravating it completely pisses me off just to ensure it makes him laugh. Where do I find inspiration? Well, it's really hard to say. I guess I find it wherever I go. The things I think about, the conversations I've had with people, stories I've heard or read about. I guess inspiration is something that everybody interprets differently. It's always adapting to make sense to you in the situation that you're in. Sometimes inspiration opens a door to opportunities you never thought possible. Sometimes it can slam hard in your face. No matter what, you'll always be able to find inspiration. It just takes the right push. Get some sleep, kid. Tomorrow's going to be a long day for you. Call you soon.
Is everything okay? Hope you're not in trouble with your girlfriend. It was Vixie, huh? Calling to check in on you, I imagine. Yeah, she's always had this fun little quirk where she constantly needs to check in when there's a deadline to meet. No matter how many times you pull through, if it's not done in her way, she freaks out. What happened between us? Nothing to write home about. We were touring, and out of the blue, Full Moon Records called her and set her up with a job. She didn't tell anybody about it. I guess she was scared because she knew the answer. She told us about the job opportunity after she interviewed, and then tried to keep the band together while she was working. But it turned out to be too much. I could see how it was practically killing her to take on all this extra work. So, I made the decision to end the band. It didn't feel right to replace her, and the entire band agreed it was best for her. She took it personally, and after she left that night, we hadn't spoken since. She ignored my calls until eventually I just stopped calling. She's obviously good at her job. I mean, look at what she's been able to do with you in a week. I just wish she'd understand that she can't do everything, and that it's okay to ask for help. Oh, well, maybe someday. Go home, kid. Go get some sleep. Tomorrow, you'll walk out of this bar with a song that's going to get you signed.
There you are, kid. I've been pacing around all day waiting for you to show up. The other kid auditioned early this morning. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really good take, too. He's definitely interesting to Janelle. She's just finishing up with another audition now. Do you have what you need? Are we using the guitar? Okay. Okay, kid. Let's get this going. The sooner you record, the sooner we'll be able to get you out of here and prepping for this tour. I have confidence in you. Ready? Let's go. Alright, head on into the booth and we'll be right over here on the other side of this glass. Let us know when you're ready to play the accompanying track. was great, kid. Janelle headed out to a meeting, but I think she's insanely pleased. I think you're definitely going to be hanging out here a lot more often. Don't even worry about the rest of the day. I'll call you with the news either way, so for now, just head home and relax. Why don't you head back in the booth and grab your guitar, and I'll walk you out.
What are you doing here?
It's the kid's big day. I know no one's supposed to be here during auditions, so I was waiting for Janelle to leave. She's just as happy as I remember. About as much expression as a Botox patient. It's like she wasn't excited to see me. Anyways, how'd it go? Is it a done deal or what?
She told me she's gonna call later tonight with the news. But I genuinely don't think we have any reason to worry. It was a really great take. Here, listen.
It sounds perfect. There's no way you don't get this gig for the tour.
Thanks for your help with the song. It's definitely not what you normally write. It's better.
It was definitely a fun experience working on Crunch Time again. And I've still got it. I'm not surprised you recommended that I help, because you know better than anyone that's when I do my best work.
And look at how much more well-rested I look when I'm not having to hover over you for a deadline.
Well, maybe if you had spent less time worrying about me, you wouldn't need to worry about covering up those bags with drugstore concealer. I haven't worn makeup in years, but even I know you have to blend.
Same as always, Louise. Snarky comments in order to avoid any type of serious conversation.
Say what you will. I got the song, didn't I? I'm here to support the kid, aren't I? I always deliver. I don't understand why, even now, after all these years, you still don't trust people. You're calling the kid day in and day out to give him updates while at the same time trying to figure out if you need some kind of backup plan. Have I not been enough to show you that people will pull through?
I'm not having this discussion, Louise.
Oh, we're having this conversation since you refuse to answer my calls. Why are you the only one that gets to be hurt by what happened? You were the one that took the job behind my back. You turned your back on me and left. I called and I called, just wanting to talk to you and explain that the band and I saw how dedicated you were to this job and how happy it made you. So we made the hard choice, and you left. We did it for you. I did this for you. I just wanted to see you be successful without you needing to worry about everything. But you never answered the phone, and I never saw you again. I thought we were more than that.
The band made that decision without me. You just dropped me behind my back. I was so angry because it meant that everything you and I had been working for was ending. I was livid that you were all okay with just walking away. After all this time, I know it was stupid to go behind your backs in the first place, and that I fought you all when you were just trying to help me. And for those things and all the pain I caused, I'm sorry. I was mortified and hurt because you never said anything about us. You just kept saying it was best for the band, it was best for everyone. And it just felt like it would be best that I wasn't there anymore. In every voicemail, it was the same sentiment. You said I thought we were more than that. The feeling is mutual. You never said you missed me. So I got the message loud and clear.
Of course I missed you. I wanted nothing more than to see you again. But you never showed up to any of the openings or events. Just the one night that you hid in the audience. You could have talked to me, but you didn't.
What was I supposed to say? We both know that this would have been the result, and I didn't want to do this in the middle of your bar. The patrons loved you, and the bartenders talked so highly of you. Even the kid talked my ear off about you. It just never seemed like the right time.
Well, I'm here now. And the only thing I want to say to you is that I miss you. I miss being able to see you. I miss being able to talk to you about anything. The late night talks that we'd have just sitting on the steps of the studio, and us dancing around the potential of us being more than just bandmates. I miss all of it. I'm not mad about what happened. I just wanted you to be happy. Even if that meant making difficult decisions. But sometimes things fall apart to make way for better things. And I want to build that with you.
I'm sorry for what happened. I know you would have been happy for me if you knew about the job. I didn't want to say anything until I knew for sure that it was an actual offer. It was kind of hard to believe that they wanted punk rock me to work for them, you know? I also knew how much this band meant to you, which is why I didn't want to show that I was struggling to keep up with doing both. I didn't want you to have to make the choice, but you did. And it crushed me to think that it was because of me that you had to give up your dream.
I didn't give up on my dream. I saw that doing both was absolutely wearing you down, and I knew that this job was making you feel stable. Besides, our bassist and drummer were about to start families of their own, and you were moving on. It really was time for Sledgehammer to say goodbye. I just thought we'd go together.
I'm sorry for not picking up the phone.
It's okay. I'm just glad we're able to talk like this now. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It's just great to see you.
Oh, right. You're still here. I'd say that I'm embarrassed, but honestly, it's well worth it to finally talk all of this out. It's like you said. Sometimes things need to fall apart to build back something better. It's Janelle. This is Vixie. Uh-huh. Of course. Right away. Of course, yeah, right away. Thanks. Huh. Janelle didn't need to listen to anybody else. She wants to see you upstairs right now. You got a tour to prep for, kid. Hey, sorry you had to wait so long for this moment. But I hope it's everything you wanted and more.